Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. This week's Magical Monday video, we will continue to explore how to use astrology to manifest our best life. But before we jump into it, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you will be notified each time I upload a new video. This week we will be exploring the zodiac sign Cancer. Cancer begins from June 21st to July 20th. The image for Cancer is the crab. It is a water sign and is actually the first water sign of the zodiac. It's a cardinal sign and the ruling planet is the moon. Some characteristics of Cancer are they could be very loyal people, dependable, caring, adaptive, responsive. They can be kind of moody, and they can also be kind of clingy. They can have self-pitying behaviors, oversensitive, shy, insecure, very intuitive. Most water signs are very intuitive. They are the most intuitive signs of the zodiac. Observant, unpredictable, fragile, sulky. They could be very suspicious of others. They could be cranky. They could be very helpful, nurturing, sentimental, emotional, sympathetic, maternal, romantic, possessive. They can be possessive in relationships, both platonic and romantic. Very opinionated, protective of not just their space, but people around them. They could have traditional beliefs. They could be very understanding and tenacious. Now, let's explore how Cancer plays with each planet. A Cancer moon, you tend to get very wrapped up in the feelings of others and are highly emotional. So, how other people feel about you is very important. And you could also be highly emotional. So, if you have a Cancer moon, your emotions, and that's where most of our emotions lie, within our moon sign. For Cancer moons, your emotions are very, very heightened. You have very high emotions, and that really affects your day to day. And you could be very absorbed in other people's feelings. You might be empathic, so you might be taking on some other people's feelings, not just your own. So it's important to realize or differentiate what is your feelings and what is others. And in another video, if you guys want, I can explain how to do that. And not just for a Cancer moon, just for anybody in general that's an empath. So Cancer moons can be very absorbed in their feelings and other people's feelings. Cancer in Mercury. Your thinking is more intuitive and rational than rational. You sometimes ignore facts that conflict with your feelings. So you rely on your intuitive mind more so than rational. So you will ignore red flags if it conflicts with your intuitive and how you feel. If it conflicts with that, you probably will ignore red flags. With your exceptionally good memory, you have a deep appreciation of the past. You have a memory like an elephant, and you appreciate the past. You appreciate vintage things and just history. And you learn best from your experiences. So you're not just a book learner. You're not just a visual learner. You learn by doing and experiencing what you're learning. Cancer and Venus. You're deeply sensitive and your feelings are easily hurt. You wear your heart on your sleeve. And you're very overly sensitive. Most Cancer people are very sensitive and very fragile, and their feelings can be easily hurt. You approach love relationship with tenderness and need, but there's a sense of caution there too. Like any crab, they kind of skitter about back and forth, and they will withdraw into their shell if they feel threatened or feel insecure, unsafe. They easily retract into their shell. So that's how you approach a relationship. You kind of dip your toe in, and any little thing that's off or scares you, you revert back into that shell because it's safe. Your attitude toward relationships is one of nurturing. So when you are in a relationship, you basically want to nurture that person and nurture that relationship when you do allow yourself to be in a relationship. So you can be very loving and very nurturing in relationships. But any slight tilt, you're easily reverted back into your shell. So that is Cancer and Venus. Cancer and Mars. You don't like change, and who does? And you shy away from confrontation. Typically, Mars is the planet of fire and passion and conflict. But when it's involved with Cancer, you pretty much see the opposite. They don't like confrontation and they don't like change. You need to feel secure before you can act. Your tenacity is great strength. You expend most of your energy in caring for others. So you have a Cancer Mars, most of your energy is going to be going out into nurturing others, and not just nurturing yourself. You find more peace with nurturing other people. Be careful of over nurturing others and not taking care of yourself. Because while you're pouring into others, who's pouring into you? Cancer and Jupiter. You're generous and kind and deliberately seek out people to care for. You're likely to accumulate wealth because you're very careful about how you spend your money. So these people who have Cancer showing up in Jupiter, or Jupiter showing up in Cancer, they're great savers. They have a great ability to budget. I'm not going to say penny pinching, but they know where their money is going, and they can acquire wealth through saving and budgeting and knowing where their money is going. So these are probably bankers, someone that's involved in stocks, the stock market, or maybe even accountants. And also, Cancer showing up in Jupiter means that you're seeking out people to nurture. So you might be a social worker or a foster care worker or something like that, dealing with in an environment that you can nurture others. Counselor, therapist. This could be just a bit a parenting. Teacher as well. Cancer and Saturn. Sometimes you worry unnecessarily. Worry ward for no reason. You will find yourself worrying over the littlest things. And you're afraid of being hurt by others. You withdraw when feeling depressed. It can be difficult to express your feelings openly. So again, like I said, crabs tend to withdraw within their shell. And they could, when you have a Cancer showing up in Saturn, you're easily can have depressive moments, leading you to withdraw into that shell. And you will have difficulty explaining to others how you feel and why you feel this way and why you feel like you need to revert into your shell. And it might be happening a lot, especially in the environment that we're in now, because you're afraid of being hurt by others. So to avoid that, you kind of withdraw. Cancer and Neptune. You are very sensitive and emotional. Your intuition is heightened, And you are often inclined to worry. Again, worry wart. But when you have your Cancer showing up in Neptune, everything is pretty much expounded. You know, your intuition is very heightened. You might get tingly feelings about certain situations. And these people who have Cancer showing up in Neptune may have psychic abilities because they have their intuition is very heightened. And that also leads them to be very sensitive and very emotional as well. Maybe more so than when Cancer shows up in the other planets. And Cancer and Uranus, you can be unpredictable, and those close to you may never know what to expect. Like a Gemini, they don't know which way you're going to come. This is caused by the changeable moodiness of Cancer and the unpredictability of Uranus. Uranus is very unpredictable. Expands, contracts, expands, contracts. You don't know which side you're going to get. It's very unpredictable. And the moodiness of a Cancer, you don't know if it's going to be very moody or not so moody. And then also, they might not even be moody at all. You just don't know what you're going to get when you have your Cancer showing up in Uranus. You have very changeable moods, mood swings. They call that mood swings. So that's very changeable. And you have an unpredictable nature. So this is the water sign Cancer. We went over some characteristics, some generalities of Cancer, and also how Cancer plays with the planets. I hope you guys are continuing to enjoy this series. I know I am. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.